Hey, welcome to GreenCarGeek. I'm Julius. This is the one where we visit a new EA charging site in Santa Monica. So on August 12th, Electrify America opened its largest charging station in Santa Monica. I stopped by to visit this unique site. According to the announcement on their website, the Santa Monica station is part of Electrify America's holistic approach to deliver customer-first charging experiences through larger stations with more chargers, next-generation technology, and a focus on accessibility. Recent openings include Harrison Street in San Francisco and Fashion Valley in San Diego that reflect this strategy and serve as blueprints for future stations planned in 2025 and beyond. That's a quote. So, this is the new way forward for Electrify America. Now, in a reply to a comment I left EA on LinkedIn, EA wrote this, quote, "Going forward, we're only looking to build stations with 10 or more chargers. You might still find a few new stations pop up with fewer than 10, as those were already in the pipeline before we made the switch. But from here on out, you can expect larger stations as our new standard." End quote. Santa Monica fully supports this declaration, as well as a new location I discovered on the way home, but more about that one later. Now, according to Electrify America, this location is freeway close. Well, that's true if you consider a 6 to 8 minute, 2.5 mile drive is close. One thing we can agree on is that getting to the location is easy. Let's see how to get to the new Santa Monica site using Apple Maps. To begin, let's orient you. We're looking at the Santa Monica Freeway. While it looks like it's going east and west, it's really going north and south, but at this point in time, it's literally going east or west. So this is how it works out. We're going to give the map a little bit of a twist, and we're going to pretend like we're on the northbound 10, and where we're going to hop off is at Cloverfield. There you'll make a right-hand turn and disregard that little green bubble right there. We're not going to focus on that right now. We're going to head up Cloverfield, and we will zoom in so we can see the street names here. As we hop up past Olympic Boulevard, past Broadway, and we are going to get to Santa Monica Boulevard here, where we're going to turn left. We're going to pitch the map over, and just a few streets away, we will arrive at our Electrify America's charging station, which here in maps is represented as what was a field or empty space. I understand it was a Christmas tree lot at one point, and this is our Electrify America charging station right there. Now, let's reorient the map as if we're coming from the south. We'll just zoom out just a hair. We'll pitch back onto the freeway and look at this from the south, where we're going to be getting off at 20th. You'll exit on 20th, and you will turn left on 20th. We'll pivot the map over and start heading up 20th Street, past Broadway, past and onto Santa Monica Boulevard, where, as before, we will turn left and continue down, and it's just a block or two away. There it is, our Electrify America station. So very easy to get to. Now, I'd argue the focus of this hub is rideshare, black car, and locals. It's located in a densely populated part of Santa Monica and surrounded by multi-unit dwellings. The site features 20 single-handle posts, each capable of up to 350 kilowatts. Now, I'll leave it for the others to geek out on the equipment used to make the station work. Here, my focus is that you'll have a high probability of arriving at a working post simply due to the fact that there are many posts installed. Now, be mindful that all the handles are CCS and there are no pull-through stalls. Also note there are 0 amenities here. So if you need to tap a kidney, I'd suggest dropping into one of the nearby car dealers. They usually have clean restrooms. If food is what you're craving, well, this is Santa Monica. You can throw a rock in just about any direction and it'll land on a great place to bop into for some awesome food before or after your charging stop. Because the video will probably outlive many of the local restaurants, I won't mention any here. Instead, I ask you to head on over to Substack and look for this post where I'll share recommendations in it. While you're there, consider following me, or better, pledge to be a subscriber. That would be great. Now, a couple of places that serve up more than food include the Ralph's grocery store at Cloverfield and Olympic, and what's got to be the smallest of Target stores on Wilshire between 16th and 17th. So there you are, a large 20-post Electrify America charging hub in the heart of Santa Monica. A great location for those passing through, operating a rideshare black car service, or own or live in a condo or apartment. There are plenty of great places to stop for a bite on your way in or out. All right, stick around after the break and I'll share what I discovered on my return home. That photo behind me, it's one of many I took while on our first real road trip from Los Angeles to Willamette, Oregon in our then 2-year-old Audi e-tron. We had a great time. This includes the part when, with 8% in the battery, we stopped for an hour at the 160 kilowatt ChargePoint charger in the parking lot of a little hotel in Northern California in the rain. Why am I telling you this? Because I'd like to help others who are on the fence about purchasing an EV. And the best way to help is to ask you if you'd like to share your ownership story so others can learn what it's really like to own an EV. So I'm looking for you. I'm actively seeking EV owners in the Los Angeles and Ventura areas who would like to voluntarily share their unvarnished ownership experience with me on video. The videos will appear on the GreenCarGeek Substack and YouTube channels. If you'd like to participate or know someone who would, please follow the link on your screen or use the QR code to complete a brief form to start the process. If I choose your submission, I'll follow up with you to share next steps and answer any questions you might have. Your story, along with others, will go a long way to help eliminate the FUD around EV ownership. Thanks, and I hope to see you soon. So something caught my eye on the return home. At a freeway exit, I noticed some construction equipment and some very familiar looking posts. It seems a new EA hub is being installed just off the Moore Park Road exit of the northbound 101 freeway. Looking at this with Apple Maps, we can see that the location is textbook definition of freeway close. To get to it is just to exit the 101 at Moore Park Road from either direction. If you're arriving from the southbound 10, let me pitch this around, you will turn left onto Moore Park, and once you get up to Thousand Oaks Boulevard, a little slow to refresh there with this Thousand Oaks, you'll turn left on Thousand Oaks Boulevard, and as you come around the corner here, there's an entrance right here that you'll want to hit, and you'll drop into the entrance there. If you're approaching from the coming northbound, we'll position the map around. We will hop off at Moore Park Road. Now this gets a little dicey. Be prepared. You will need to make the right-hand turn here onto Moore Park Boulevard and immediately hop over to the left-hand lane, crossing 3 lanes of traffic. It's not easy during rush hour. Let me just tell you right now. It's very busy, it can be very congested, so be very careful if you're trying to do this. Probably your safer bet would be to head up to Thousand Oaks Boulevard, make a right, and then there's this small little cul-de-sac right here, which I don't know what its name is, but you can duck it. Actually, don't even bother with that. There is a turnout, a left-hand turn pocket, just past that cul-de-sac. Hop into that left-hand turn pocket and make a U-turn, and now approach Thousand Oaks Boulevard through crossing Moore Park Road. That would be the much safer way to go. The site is all CCS. Sorry, Nissan Leaf owners, no CHAdeMO available here. What it does offer are 2 pull-through spaces straddling 2 charging posts. Now, these are not currently painted as pull-through stalls. It's just actually 6 parking spaces aligned in parallel. I'm going to bring this up in Apple Maps so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about here. If you see in the center of the parking lot there's like 8 parking spaces between 2 trees and a little black mark in the middle here. I believe I can put a mark right there. That mark is where the actual posts sit. The pull-throughs would be the uprights in the letter H, where the crossbar in the letter H is where the charging posts are. And you just pull up on either side between those two parallel parking spaces, and that would make for pull-through parking from either direction you're approaching it. Really, there's only going to be one because there's really only one entrance in and one entrance to exit from the direction you'll be hopping off the freeway on. So that's how you get in and out of this place. It's really, really easy to get in and out of. And while you're there, note that there are no amenities on site, but that's not entirely bad, as the most pertinent services are available within walking distance, including some great food options. Look for the post on my Substack at GreenCarGeek for this video, and notes of food options will be contained in that post. Now, what I'll mention here are the few services that will be around for a while. These include a drive-through car wash located at a gas station just across the street on Moore Park Boulevard to the east. So let's reposition this. This is Moore Park and the intersection of Moore Park and Thousand Oaks Boulevard. Right over here on the right is a Oaks Center Oil, and in the back of that is a drive-through car wash. So there's that. Across Thousand Oaks Boulevard, you'll find a CVS and some other services in the shopping center here where some food is available, as well as just south of that gas station and the car wash. Hop out of that gas station, get to the cul-de-sac and come back into the next parking lot, and you'll find some great food options there. Again, all that information will be located in the post on Substack. Well, there you go, and there you have it. Two new EA charging locations, one in Santa Monica, California, the other at the Moore Park exit in Thousand Oaks. Both offering more ports, faster charging throughput, and clean, well-lit spaces. I'll also note they have security cameras on site and are being monitored 24/7. That's going to do it for this video. Please like, share, and subscribe here on YouTube or on Substack at GreenCarGeek. Please consider subscribing at Substack, and I look forward to catching you in the next video.